okay? So did that, built all that, but in doing that, in outsourcing my first projects and in doing them at cost price for free, I got to learn all the processes involved. I got to learn where the pitfalls were. I got to learn where where stuff wasn't going to work, all that sort of thing. So did that, got a couple of things on my portfolio. So then in these 2 weeks, these were spent, they're what's called the marketing blitz weeks. Okay, so we did a couple of different things. We did PPC, which is pay-per-click advertising through Google. So we did PPC. We also did some direct marketing stuff, and we also, which is like, just sending out some letters. And we also did some same sort of thing, just looking in my social networks here in Melbourne and seeing if people needed them and things like that. So sure enough, at the end of week 2, and I had this little thing, I had this little sheet drawn up in my room. I was like, there's like this 10K at the bottom of it. And I was like, how many apps do I need to sell to get 10K? And it turns out it was only 2, right? 2 apps. So 2 apps, 10K. And so I just had a big 1 and a big 2 and a big 10K down the bottom, and I just wanted to put a cross out of each one, right? And I'd wake up every day and I'd see this 1 and 2, like, come on, just like hustle each and every day, right? So anyway, I got a few leads through PPC, had a meeting with it was quite scary actually. I was like, do I wear a suit? What do I do? Like, but anyway, I just went with a button-up shirt and just some pants or whatever and walk in, and it turns out there's 4 people, all the board of directors of this like crazy business, and little old me who started this like crazy little business online. So I sit down, I'm like, hey, what's up guys? Yep. And because one of my strengths is the talking thing, I ended up closing out the sale. It was about, it's actually probably about $6,500, and I think I made around 3.5 profit once we paid all the developers and all that sort of stuff. So after that, I was like hooked, I was addicted. I was like, this is the absolute bomb. So did that, and anyway, long story short, after combining all those marketing efforts, we hit the 10K a month in 2 months thing. So that was basically a very basic overview of one of my very, very first freedom businesses. And I since, for the last 4 or 5 years, something like that, I've probably built 3 or 4 of these guys of various different, niches and things like that. Built 4 or 5 of these. And the cool thing was we ended up having them fully automated, in that I've got a bunch of assistants, well I have one now, but I had a bunch of assistants in the Philippines, and she basically was being me. So when an order would come in, she'd send the developer what they needed, she'd send the graphic people what they needed, and then so she was like a project manager. And we taught her through what's like a screen capturing software. It's very easy nowadays. You can just record your computer screen, send it away. That's your job, done. So won't bore you too much with the details, but that was a very raw version of freedom business. And now, so I did this and successful, doing really well, all that sort of stuff. Then I guess what happened for me was I got the little fire again, and I missed the James Bond men's community, I guess. Like, I missed the guys out there. Like, I was dealing with corporates, and some businesses weren't doing the corporate thing, but this iPhone one was a bit of a corporate one. I was dealing with corporates. Had a lot of customers online, but I missed the face-to-face. I missed kind of, when I'd fly over and I'd do a couple of RSD teachings just to keep that, passion alive with teaching guys in this very men's personal movement community. So I was like, all right, how can we merge the two here? And I was like, righto, start the Freedom Business blog, all right? So then now what we have is a situation, I don't have my keys on me, but we have this little thing called the Freedom Secret Society. And the Freedom Secret Society is a bunch of guys just similar to us all over the world who do build their own little online businesses to fund the life of freedom, fun and adventure. So if you look at, and one of the first things this millionaire guy told me is he was like, what's the lifestyle that you really want? Like, what do you want to wake up and do each day? And for me, it was like lifting weights, picking up girls, partying, that sort of stuff, right? That was it. So it was like, we're building this whole thing just to fuel and fund that, okay? So that's what we did. And it's so exciting now teaching the guys in the little Secret Society mastermind. And I do it through like little videos and all that sort of stuff each week. And, you know, we get on phone sessions and we're actually meeting up together. I only open this up maybe once or twice a year. I've done 2 now. And we're doing our first little Secret Society meetup in Thailand in January. So we're all really excited. There's about 260 people that are currently part of the Freedom Secret Society all over the world. And yeah, a bunch of us are all going to just party in Thailand and celebrate the adventures. It's cool because, you know, I found out business like this. Actually, one of the guys in Norway, Kaj, he started a business like this and, you know, sent me an email the other day. He's like, hey man, just made 10 grand, thank you. And like, that's just like, oh shit, yeah, you know, like that's awesome. So following this type of system and following the stuff that I'm teaching, it's not, if you've seen any of that make money online stuff, I never liked that stuff because it was all like, it all seemed really scammy to me. This freedom business stuff is about, I guess, building real, tangible, valuable products and services to real One Key fans and real people. So that's where, I guess, our little differentiation point is. But that's kind of where I'm at. That's fueling the passion now. That's fueling the freedom, fun, and adventure. But I guess to close it out and to finish it off, yeah, if you guys don't have a quest or you don't have the passion or you think about like what area of my life right now, whether it's the, you know, the business or whether it's the relationships or whatever, if that fire's not there, then, you know, it's really something you need to sit down and think about. And it's done in solitude. It's like, what is that little inner voice of passion inside telling me and pulling me towards? So like myself, the inner voice of passion was pulling me towards the relationship side, and then inside it was like it was time for a change, and it pulled me towards the more you know, business and things like that. So it'll always pull you in a different direction, your quest. But one thing I do want to say is